like that. Oh, my shoes?
God save
yeah,
you,
they're pretty good.
gentles all! We are most happy to welcome you back to our playhouse. We, His Majesty's most merry company of women, take you back a generation into the throes of the Wars of the Roses, a most terrible and epic game for the throne of England, pitting the great and noble houses of the Red Rose of Lancaster and the White Rose of York, one against the other. Enter Edward Plantagenet, the handsome heir of the murdered Duke of York. Who, with his cousin, the Kingmaker Warwick, has won a great battle at Mortimer's Cross, seizing power from King Henry VI and claiming the throne for his own. In his majestic wake follow his brothers, the vain and easily manipulated George, lately made Duke of Clarence, and Richard, Duke of Gloucester. Was not only underestimated by his place in the line for the throne, but also by the physical disadvantages bestowed upon him by nature. Reeling from the glory of their victory and drunk on their own power, the three noblemen are approached by Elizabeth Woodville, Lady Grey. Who is the widow of a Lancastrian nobleman killed in battle, is lovely beyond compare, ambitious and gently born enough. She's hoping to acquire her husband's lands by imploring upon King Edward's kindness and noble nature. The newly made sovereign, a known lover of ladies and their charms, begins to weave a web of seduction around Lady Grey, as Clarence and Gloucester watch, bemused, from afar. What unfolds is Edward's true intent, Lady Grey's destiny, Clarence's ambivalence, and Richard's desire and ambition that will spark his path from Duke of Gloucester to the future King of England, Richard III. And now, we humbly present Act 3, Scene 2 of Master Shakespeare's Henry VI, Part 3. From our Gloucester. At St. Albans Field, this lady's husband, Sir Richard Grey, was slain, his lad then seized on by the conqueror. Her suit is now to repossess those lands, which we in justice cannot well deny, because in quarrel of the House of York, the worthy gentleman did lose his life.
Your Highness shall do well to grant a suit, it were dishonour to deny it her.
It were no less, but yet I'll make a pause.
Yea, is it so? I see the lady hath the thing to grant before the king shall grant a humble suit.
He knows the game, how true he keeps the wind.
Silence.
Widow, we will consider of your suit and come some other time to know our mind.
Right gracious lord, I cannot brook delay. May it please your highness to resolve me now in what your pleasure is. Shall satisfy me.
Aye, widow, then I'll warrant all your lands, and if what pleases him shall pleasure you, fight closer, or you'll catch a blow.
I fear her not unless she chance to fall.
God forbid that, for he'll take vantages.
How many children hast thou, widow? Tell me.
I think he means to make a child of her.
Yea, then with me, he'll rather give her 2.
3, my most gracious lord.
You shall have 4 if you be ruled by him.
'Twere pity they should lose their father's lands.
Be pitiful, dread lord, and granted them.
Lords, give us leave. I'll try this widow's wit.
I good leave have you, for you will have me, till you take leave and leave you to the crutch.
Tell me, widow, do you love your children?
I full as dearly as I love myself.
And would you not do much
come up.
Why then get thy husband's lands to them?
Therefore I gave unto your majesty.
I'll tell you how these lands are to be got.
So shall you bind me to your highness service?
What service wilt thou do me if I give them?
Would you command that rest me to?
But you will take exception to my boon.
No, my gracious lord, except I cannot do it.
Aye, but thou canst do what I need to ask.
Why then I shall do what your grace commands.
His eyes are hard and much rain wears marble.
As red fire made that her wax must melt. Why stops my lord? Shall I not hear my task?
An easy task. 'Tis but to love a king.
Oh, that's soon performed because I am a subject.
Why then thy husband's lands I freely give thee.
I take my leave with many thousand thanks.
Matches made, she seals it with a curtsy.
But stay thee, 'tis the fruits of love I mean.
Fruits of love, I mean, my loving thee.
Ah, but I fear me in another sense. What love thinkst thou I sue so much to get?
My love, till death. My humble thanks, my prayers that love would virtue, and virtue grant.
No, by my troth, I did not mean such love.
Why then you mean not as I thought you did.
Now you partly make me see my mind.
My mind never grant as I perceive your highness aims at if I aim aright.
To tell thee plain, I aim to fly with thee.
To tell you plain, I had rather lie in prison.
Well then thou shalt not have thy husband's land.
Why then, mine honesty shall be my dower, for by that loss I will not purchase them.
Therein thou wrongst thy children mightily.
Herein your highness wrongs both them and me. But, mighty lord, this very inclination accords not with the sadness of my suit. Please you dismiss me, either with aye or no.
Aye, if thou wilt say aye to my request. No, if thou dost say no to my demand.
Then, no, my lord, my suit is at hand.
Widow likes him not, she knits her brow.
He is the bluntest wooer in Christendom.
Her looks doth argue her replete with modesty. Her words doth show her wit incomparable. All her perfections challenge sovereignty. One way or other she is for a king, and she shall be my love. Or else, my queen. Say that King Edward take thee for his queen.
It's better said than done, my gracious lord. I am a subject fit to jest withal, but far unfit to be a sovereign.
Sweet widow, by my state I swear to thee, I speak no more than what my soul intends. That is to be for my love.
And that is more than I will yield unto. I now aim to mean to be your queen, and yet too good to be your concubine.
You cavil, widow, I did mean my queen.
Grieve your grace, my son should call you father.
No more than when my daughters call thee mother. Thou art a widow, and thou hast some children, and by God's mother, I, being not a bachelor, have other sons, which is a happy thing to be the father unto many sons. Answer no more. for thou shalt be my queen.
But the ghostly father now hath done his drift.
When he was made a shrive, it was for shift.
Brothers! You muse, what chat we two have had?
The widow likes it not, for she looks very sad.
You think it strange if I should marry her?
To who, my lord?
Why, Clarence, to myself.
That would be a 10 days wonder at the least.
That's a day longer than a wonder lasts.
By so much as the wonder in extremes.
Well, just on, brothers. I can tell you both. Her suit is granted for her husband's lands. My gracious lord, have your foe has taken and brought prisoner to your palace gate. See that he be conveyed unto the tower. And go, ye brothers, to the man that took him to question of his apprehension. Widow. Go you alone. Rods, use her honorably.
I, Edward, will use women honorably, which he will wasted, marrow, bones and all, that from his loins no hopeful branch may spring to cross me from the golden time I looked for, and yet, between my soul's desire and me, the lustful Edward's title buried is Clarence, Henry, his son young Edward, and all the unlooked-for issue of their body to take their room ere I could place myself. Cold premeditation for my purpose. Then I do dream on sovereignty, like one that stands upon a promontory and spies a far-off shore where he would tread, wishing his foot would equal with his eye and chides the sea that sunders him from thence. So do I wish the crowd, being so far off, and so I chides the means that keeps me from it, and so I say I'll cut the causes off, flattering me with impossibilities. My eyes too quick, my heart o'erween's too much, unless my hand and strength could equal them. Well, say there is no kingdom then for riches. What other pleasure can the world afford? I'll make my heaven in a lady's lap, and bewitch sweet ladies with my words and looks. A miserable thought, and more unlikely than to accomplish 20 golden crowns, while love forswore me in my mother's womb, and for I should not deal in her soft law, she did corrupt frail nature with some bride, to shrink my arm up like a withered shrub, to make an envious mountain on my back for its deformity, to mock my body, to shape my legs of an unequal size, to disproportion me in every part, and am I then a man to be beloved? A monstrous fault to harbor such a thought. And since this earth affords no joy to me, but to command, to check, to order such as are of better person than myself, I'll make my heaven to dream upon the crown, and whilst I live to account this world but hell, until my misshaped trunk that bears this head be round and paled with a glorious crown, and yet I know not how to get to the crown. For many lives do stand between me and home, and I like one lost in a thorny wood that rents the thorn and is rent with the thorn, seeking the way and straying from the way, not knowing how to find the open air, but toiling desperately to find it out, torment myself to catch the English crowd, and from that torment I will free myself, or hew my way out with a bloody axe. Well, I can smile and murder whilst I smile, and cry content to that which grieves my heart, and wet my cheek with artificial tears,
your festival day.